Welcome to Fish Keeping Jamaica. Today I'll be highlighting some different summary about the different fishes in which I keep. Um, I'll start off with goldfish, which was one of those fish which actually attracted me to the hobby. Now, goldfish, rule of thumb in keeping goldfish is that for every one goldfish, you, you should have at least 5 gallons of water. Now, filtration system, it's best if you over filter in any tank, not only goldfish tank, right? But another point to note is that if you look carefully, you'll see some filament barb. This is not the norm because the filament barb, they tend to nip at the goldfish uh, fins. This is just a holding tank for them right now as I put other fish to breed in their usual tank. Now, goldfish, along with other egg-laying plant fish, actually poos a lot. Egg-laying fish, fish which lays egg, versus fish which gives live birth. The fish which gives live birth does not poo as much like that of the egg-laying fish. Now, a point to note: my system setup is just primarily as a holding tank right now. I use these aquariums so as to actually get the females and the males into the spirit of breeding, and then I'll put them into their breeding tanks. Now, it's interesting. The other day I had about 69 1 inch goldfish, fancy tail, nice pretty fish, and I placed them into my IBC tanks. If you watch my other videos, you will see the IBC tank, and you will see talking about them and how they are filtered. Now these goldfish, 69 of them, were placed in my IBC tank, and after about 4 weeks, I decided that I am gonna let down the release the water and clean it out, and get the fish, you know being able to move around a little bit more freely and all that. Yeah, and doing a count, I realized amazing, I only have 23. Now I have some 8 and 9 and a few 6 and 5 inch koi, and it seems as if these kois actually ate my small goldfish, which was about 1 inch, 1.5 inches in length. As a result of that, my stock for goldfish fancy tail have depleted. As a result, I have now the ominous task of taking some of these goldfish out of their usual IBC tote to prep them, or should I say, uh, give them the necessary food feeding, so as to put them in shape for breeding. So hopefully within the next 4 weeks I should have at least 2 sets of goldfish. And goldfish, it takes a while for them to grow, especially if you rear them in containers that doesn't give them much space. So goldfish is really technical in a sense that if you are keeping them just for beautification and all that, you don't have to worry about the space, in the sense that you don't want to put 2 goldfish in a 40-gallon tank, in which I do, right, when I'm breeding them, because I need space for them to actually get into the groove and to multiply. So that's it for now for my goldfish. Now in managing the filtration and the waste in this tank, as I said, it's a holding tank, a tank which I use to get the fish in the mode of breeding. I have a power head and a bottle with some fiber in it, the power head sucks up, or some person will say collects, the waste from the tank, and it's uh, placed through the water with the waste is placed through the bottle with the fiber, and the water eventually comes out at the top, leaving the waste below. So as a result of that, the water is filtered. However, being it that this is an in-tank filtration system, more maintenance is required for this. I'm in the mode of building a few canister filters so as to manage my aquarium. No, aquarium should I say. No, I am looking at my Lyle-tail high fin swordtail. She's about to give up. I mean, she's about to give birth to hopefully about 40 young ones. It should happen in about a day or two, in which I will keep you up to date on that one. I have some curry catfish. Now these curry catfish, they were so into having their eggs last night, but it slipped me this morning. I should have checked, only to find presently the areas that the eggs were, because what happened is that usually when I put these curries to actually lay eggs, after the eggs are laid, I usually take them out and put them into a different aquarium. Now I did not remember to do that 2 nights ago, so as a result the eggs were laid nicely all over the tank, and they eventually ate the eggs throughout the days today. Now my tanks are bare bottom. There's no sand, no gravel, no much decoration. The only thing I put as decoration is a bunch of beef, or we call force here, as a means of matting, as a means of hiding place for the babies when the hyphen Lyle-tail swordtail actually have kids. The kids will actually hide in the air so as not to allow the fish to actually consume it. Okay, now the curries have ate all the eggs. It seems as if it was a good bunch also, but that's what happens sometime. Okay, now this is my breeding setup for my tetra. I have something which looks like a sponge filter. I'll show you that in videos to come. And this is like a little basket that you usually put on the table and cover the food right before consumption. You would cover the food with it, say your grace, and then so as to prevent flies and all that from pitching on your food. So what I did, I actually went out and got one, get it floating in the water by using this item here to actually catch it, or I call it brace it, right, on the glass so it won't fall down. The water helps to keep it balanced, right? And I have made a little section here, right, because this tank was originally built for breeding purpose, right? Let's say the molly or the swordtail or the guppy would be in here. You shouldn't have any falls here or weave, right? As soon as the babies are born, the babies would naturally find somewhere that is safe away from the adult, which would actually consume them. So in this area here, you look good, you will see some holes pierced at the bottom of the glass, at the side of the glass here. There's a probably about a 1/4 inch in width space. An adult molly guppy or swordtail cannot pass here, and you have some holes on this side in this little box, and and that's what I do so as to get my fish actually surviving birth and the first couple of days or weeks in existence. Now, this setup is only used for egg laying fish, and not all egg laying fish in which I have. I have some Jack Dempsey, Oscar, and Mangano. This setup doesn't work for them. You see, the Jack Dempsey, the Mangano, the Pleco, the Oscar, they actually protect their children, their kids, right? They don't eat their eggs, they don't eat them when they're young, nothing like that. They can stay with them. It's just that after a while, the kids are on their own. Now, this setup is used primarily for egg laying fish, such as the tetra, the tiger barb, and the filament barb. You need to have all bred in the past. Now, after the eggs have been laid and they have been scattered on the surface of the tank, I would get the net, remove the fish, place the fish in another tank that is all prepped and ready for them, and remove the mesh, and I would have taken off this bottle here and only have the air being blown into the tank for at least 2 weeks, right? Eggs for tiger barb between 2 to 4 days, and filament barbs and tetra also. Interesting thing about the tetra, however, I am not sure if it's the same with the filament barb, is that tetra, whenever the eggs are laid, they tend to develop fungus very easily. As a result of that, I tend to use this thing we call methane blue, right, to 1 teaspoon per 10 gallon, right? And then what I will do, for the tetra have actually laid their eggs, the methane blue have been applied to the water. They are then taken, as described before, from the water, along with some of the implements that are in the water, so as to prevent them from consuming the eggs. Now, because of the high rate of the eggs becoming fungused, what is advised by many individuals when researched is that you actually provide the water with an opportunity to become dark. So what I do, I tend to get a piece of tape, get some cardboard or old colander, and I would actually tape them along the sides of the aquarium. So in the aquarium itself, it looks very dark and misty, like the waters in which they origin, in the dark waters in which they origin, right? Now, after about 2 to 3, probably 4 days, you will actually see the flies swimming in the water. Now, you are being advised to use live minute feeding organisms so as to feed these flies. The amount are very small, like pin, right? What I tend to do, I tend to remove them after about a week or 2, put them outside into one of my fish ponds, and I actually make infuser. Infuser, it smells really bad, so it can't be used in the house, right? Infuser is made up of like rotten lettuce, cabbage, and carrots, and these vegetable items, right? They are placed in the sun in water for about a week, and you have some of the things swimming in them. That's what they actually consumed during the first 2 to 3 weeks of their existence. After about 4 weeks, the tetras can actually be given crushed flakes and crushed caustic pellets. Right, now you may be asking, so what about the goldfish? Now the goldfish is not bred indoors.